Alright, so we have the Craftsman tiller here. Like I said, this thing, I don't even know how old it is. My brother used it maybe 5 years ago. Put it up under a tree, put a cover over the top of it. So I pull it over here and I'm trying to figure out where the choke is, all of this. And we got a little buddy decided he didn't want to be in there if we tried to start this. So I think we'll get him over here in the grass and give it a couple pulls. And I'm sure that we'll need some new gas in it. I'm sure this gas is old or worn out or something. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So I think, first of all, the little guy jumped off. He must be cold. He doesn't want to leave. Then we'll pull this air filter off, just see if that little guy was in there. Let's see what else we got hiding. Been sitting under a tree with a ice chest over it for 5 years, so there's no telling what we might find in here. Yeah, a couple spider webs. Air filter, air cleaner, looks like it could possibly be replaced. She seems kind of stuck on here. Now let's see. There we go. Got a few little, it's been sitting under a bunch of cedar trees, so I don't want to tear it up, but looks pretty clean in there. This is awful dirty though. I'm afraid to pull it off though. That might tear it up. Yeah. I know, probably not the best way to clean it. Have an air compressor, we'll blow it out. But let's start with, you see it looks pretty clean in there. Nothing made a nest, so that's a good thing. The choke on, yeah, choke works. Put it over the idle. Kind of stiff there. Yeah, we'll just pull it a couple times and see what happens. I can smell that gas. It doesn't smell good. So let's do this. We'll drop a couple drops down in the carb there and see what happens. Far enough away from the house that if it blows up, it won't burn the house down. Far enough away from my truck, it won't get my truck. Just a little bit. Set that far away so it don't blow up either. Oh my goodness. She's alive. What did we have blowing out over here? I guess we blew something out of the exhaust. So our little guy is still under. He's like, what in the world is going on around here? Okay. Put some, we'll be back in a minute. We're gonna put some fresh gas in it and see what happens. All right, we got all the old gas drained out of it. A little bit of new gas in it. Poured a little more in the carburetor. Got the choke on, got it on the idle. And let's see if it'll start. I think if we can get it running and get that gas out of the bowl in the carb, we'll be all right. I'm really just quite surprised it didn't even run. But hey, it's a Craftsman. Now I know it looks like I'm pouring a lot in there, but I'm just barely tipping it up. So I'm not getting a whole lot in it. We're getting closer. Well, it's alive. Running a little bit. One thing I forgot to do was check the oil, but I think it's already low. But I don't know if you can see that real well. It's kind of gummy. Apparently we need an oil change too. It idles, but it's got it's like hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss, but it idles. Well, the garden breakup has begun. We are 24 feet this way. I don't know, probably 50 feet that way. Just breaking it up today. It's still awful wet. It's all clumpy and everything. Got plenty of help here. But it's starting to break up. It's going to be a lot of work. It's been probably 30 years since there's been a garden here. Pretty good soil, but there's a bunch of grass in it right now. Of course, we're just going to have to go over it a couple times, get it all taken care of.